Why deep sea creatures get creepier the deeper you go. Kitty's with us. And what the
Beneath
fuck
the
was that?
surface
Is
of
that
our
real?
oceans lies a world we were never meant to see.
Ew!
A realm where light
Dude, that's a damn elephant in the water, bro. That's
dies and life takes on forms that shouldn't be possible.
Fuck no.
As we descend deeper, crossing the sunlight zone, then the twilight zone, then the midnight zone, the creatures we encounter turn progressively stranger.
You can see its brain!
We've sent rovers to Mars, we've mapped distant galaxies, but the deep sea, we've explored less than 5% of it. We know
Bro, 5% of the ocean we've discovered, bro. Like, how long we've been here, bro, and we know 5%, bro. There's no way, bro. How do they get that statistic?
more about the surface of the moon than we do about what's happening 6,000
Dude,
feet
I've heard that.
below
We
our
know
own.
more about the surface of the moon than the fucking ocean. Like, dude, we live on Earth, bro, but we know more about the moon, which is outside, man. Jesus, man.
Oceans. At the surface, the ocean is bright and full of life. Sunlight fuels plankton blooms, which feed fish, which feed
I'm not gonna
entire
lie, I'm not scared of the ocean. Like, you know, if I go to the beach on vacation, you know, Myrtle Beach is where my family goes. We'll go on the beach, bro. I'll go out there. I'll get damn nipple deep. I'm cool, bro. One time, me and my mom, like, went out one summer, and we were going, like, neck deep, bro. And we were, like, you would feel around with your feet on the floor for starfish, bro, and we would catch starfish. I tried it again. Other vacations did not work, but it was scary, bro. But yeah, that show's fire. But you know, this ocean, I'm cool with. But once you get out there in the deep shit, bro, where it's just fucking just pitch black bullshit, fuck no, bro. Get me on land, bro.
food chains stretching from coral reefs to whales. But drop below 200 meters, and that light begins to fade. We are now entering the twilight zone, a vast belt of ocean stretching down
Bro,
to a
10,000 meters, bro. What's a meter? About 3 feet? 30,000 feet, bro. I'm 6 foot tall, bro. Jesus.
kilometer deep. Here, the sun's rays are too weak for photosynthesis. The forests of plankton vanish. There are no plants, no green energy. Only the slow snowfall of particles drifting from above. Tiny fragments of plankton, waste, and the remains of the dead. Scientists call it marine snow. To us, it looks insignificant. To the creatures here, it is life itself. And where there is food, there is life. But not life as we know it. The animals of the Twilight Zone have evolved into some of the strangest forms on Earth. Many are transparent, their bodies like glass.
What is
The
that?
glass squid drifts with organs barely visible, a ghost against the blue. The glass
You see, notice
octopus
how
is
most of these fish are like transparent, bro. It's because, like, you know, there's no, you know, I think a main function of skin on animals who, you know, land animals or even some fish have like scales. Obviously, it's to protect it from, you know, being injured. Because, you know, if humans didn't have skin, there would be nothing to hold in all of your blood and organs and bones and keep everything together. But on top of that, it's to protect from the sun. Because, I mean, like, if you think about how creatures or just animals in general sort of develop, you know, over years and years and years. What's that damn word? Charles Darwin came up with that. What's that one thing? Evolution, how animals evolve. You know, even get to the start of life, you're going to have to like overcome steps, right? You're going to have to breathe oxygen to function, right? Like fish need oxygen, trees need carbon dioxide. That trees, that's their direction that they went in. They take carbon dioxide and turn it into oxygen. We, on the other hand, take oxygen, turn it into carbon dioxide. That's just one thing. Trees take in sunlight, and now they can undergo photosynthesis, right, which creates food for them. We take in sunlight and create vitamin D or C. I don't know which one, I forget. But if we get too much sunlight, it causes cancer, bro. So it's like there's different environmental factors that cause the evolution to go and stray into different directions, right? So the lack of sunlight with these animals, they don't fucking need colored skin. You can just see right through them because sunlight's not passing through them. If you put this fucking thing in the sunlight for probably like 20 minutes, bro, it's probably gonna like fry its inside of its organs.
Almost invisible, its eyes the only solid feature. Why so many species take on transparency here is still a mystery. It may be
You're welcome. I just explained all of it. You're welcome.
Camouflage, a way to vanish in the faintest light.
Okay,
Or
fine.
perhaps a way to conserve energy in a world where every pigment costs more than it gives back.
Fine.
Others choose the opposite
Fucking
strategy.
asshole.
Not invisibility, but light. In the gloom, some creatures create their own glow through a chemical reaction known as bioluminescence.
Ooh, it's gay,
To
I
us,
think.
it's
Oh, you can't even
dazzling.
see it, bro.
Flashing dots, glowing patterns, in
It's actually, look at this.
glow through a chemical reaction known as
Look,
bioluminescence.
it's gay.
To us,
Hey,
it's
more power
dazzling,
to you, Ko.
flashing
Come
dots, glowing patterns,
He's got
entire
twice as many
bodies
options
flickering
now.
like lanterns. But here, light is survival. Some use it to lure prey, some
Fuck
to
that
find a
thing,
mate,
bro.
and
What is
some
that? Did it just
to
come?
disappear. This trick is called counter-illumination. From below,
Bro, if
predators
you're
can spot
if
a
you're,
dark silhouette
dude,
against
for real, bro.
the counter-illumination.
If your teeth is coming up over your eyeballs, bro, dude, one wrong bite, you're fucking just bit your own eyeball out, bro. You are cooked, bro. I would not trust that fucking guy. This guy, I don't trust him, bro. He's right there. I don't trust them. If you look like that, yeah, I'm not trusting you, buddy.
Illumination. From
Move
below,
along, Bubba.
predators can spot a dark silhouette against the faint shimmer above.
Wait, I just realized.
Predators
Look at
can
this. That's the black person of the deep ocean, bro. Not gonna lie to you. All the other clear people are probably like, fuck you, puss. They're like, go in the back of the restaurant. They're like, whatever. Use the other drinking fountain or whatever. I don't know, man. But that's just what I would probably assume about this guy because he just looks so much different.
spot a dark silhouette against the faint shimmer above. To hide, animals like the firefly squid cover their bellies with light-producing organs. They adjust the brightness to perfectly match the glow from the surface, erasing their outline and vanishing into the background.
What?
It is camouflage
Bro,
by imitation,
What kind of gun skin is
making
that?
light to disappear into light.
I don't understand why they glow, like they evolved to glow down there. It's like, dude, is that not just like if a murderer's in your house, bruh? Because if you're in the deep ocean, I mean, pretty much everything's a threat. I feel like if somebody's in your house, a murderer's in your house, or they're trying to rob you or whatever, you have a chance of getting murdered if you make contact with them or conflict with them. I mean, you might as well just shine a flashlight and say, "I'm over here." Like, is that not what they're doing, bro? Like, look at this fucking idiot. The fuck?
Other species play stranger games. The bloody belly comb jelly shines in deep red.
What is his name?
Play stranger games. The bloody belly comb jelly shines
Bloody
in deep
belly
red.
comb jelly.
Down here, red light never penetrates, making the
He's
jelly
gay, I
appear
think.
completely black. Inside its
Dude,
stomach,
that's a ball
bioluminescent
sack.
prey is concealed, hidden from predators that might
That's a
otherwise
fucking
detect
quad
its
ball
glow.
sack.
In a world defined by light, or the lack of it, every
Ew.
adaptation revolves around who can be seen and who cannot. But the Twilight Zone holds more than tricks of light.
Triangle
It also
squid?
hosts
I mean,
some of the
I
ocean's
mean,
greatest
yeah, wait, what is
spectacles. Each night, as darkness falls above, billions of creatures rise from the depths. Lanternfish, squid, jellies, an entire army of the deep climbing towards the
Bro, if we only know 5% of the fucking ocean, dude, there's probably so many fish we don't even know about. Think about that. 5% of the ocean. Think about how many species of fish we've discovered. 5% of the ocean, how many more fish do we have to discover? What?
surface to feed on plankton under cover of night. At dawn, they sink back down, vanishing into the gloom. This vast daily movement is called the Diel vertical migration. It is the largest
Diel
synchronized migration on Earth, greater in numbers than all herds, all flocks, all swarms combined. And yet, despite its scale, this event remained hidden until World War II. Naval sonar operators detected a mysterious false seabed, a dense layer that rose every night and sank every morning. It wasn't the ocean floor at all.
Dude, there's so many of them, it fucking made a damn, on the sonar or whatever, they thought it was a damn, it acted like another seabed. That's cool.
Was life, an entire invisible world moving as one. The Twilight Zone is where the familiar rules of life begin to bend, where transparency is armor, where light is used to hide, where billions of animals rise and fall in a rhythm older than humanity itself. This is the threshold of the deep, the first layer of a world we still cannot explain. Past 1 kilometer, all sunlight disappears. We have reached the Midnight Zone, a realm stretching down to 4,000 meters.
Wait, we have sunlight, twilight, midnight. Bro, midnight's like the darkest it gets because 12 p.m. is when the sun's right over your head. 12 a.m. is when it's on the other side of the earth. If this is the earth right here, sun's coming down at 12 p.m. 12 a.m. is when it's on the other side. So what? It gets darker. It gets darker. So what's this called, bro? 4 a.m.? No.
Have reached the Midnight Zone, a realm stretching down to 4,000 meters. Here, there is no dawn, no dusk, only endless night. Temperatures hover just above freezing. The pressure is hundreds of times greater than at the surface. To human eyes, this seems like a world where nothing could.
Fish never even seen a goddamn sunrise in this shit. You know what that means, right? They never had a damn morning jerk before. They are missing out on a lot of shit, bro.
And yet, it is here that evolution becomes most creative. Take the dragonfish. Unlike most creatures, it can produce red bioluminescence. To most eyes in the deep sea, red light is invisible, which makes the dragonfish's glow a private searchlight. It illuminates prey without giving itself away.
What? It's fucking got a
Even
flashlight.
more mysterious, its eyes are specially adapted to detect this hidden color. It's as though the dragonfish has invented a secret wavelength seen only by itself.
What?
Other predators here are masters of disappearance. Some fish are cloaked in ultra-black skin, so efficient at absorbing light that it reflects less than 0.5% of
Bro,
what
I
touches
thought
it.
Harry had the only fucking invisible cloak, and this fucking guy's got it, bro? What the fuck?
Even when a spotlight from a submarine beams directly on them, they almost vanish.
What? Ew, what's that thing, bro?
And then there are the anglerfish,
Ooh, Nemo's fucking nemesis,
perhaps
bro.
the strangest hunters in the deep. The female dangles a luminous lure in front of her mouth, drawing in unsuspecting prey. But her greatest mystery lies in reproduction. Males are born tiny, weak, and helpless. Their only task is to find a female,
He's
a
pussy,
nearly
bro.
impossible feat in the vast dark ocean. When he does, he latches
Bro,
onto
they gotta look for a female in a pitch black. Are you fucked? Dude, some guys can't even find it up here on Earth, and it's goddamn daytime's fucking, I don't know what, 12 hours? 12 hours a day or whatever? Or more? How much time is in a day? I mean, how much light's in a day? Let me think. Sunrise, 5 a.m., sunset. I guess it depends on the summer, but you get the idea. Probably at the equator, it's 12 and 12, right?
her with special jaws, fusing his body into hers. His organs wither away until he is little more than a sack of sperm, permanently attached, nourished by her blood.
Dude!
It is one of the most extreme forms of sexual adaptation known in the animal kingdom.
Dude, that's like rape on fucking steroids. Okay, you know what? Never mind. He probably consented and he likes that shit. But dude, he has no life after that. He just comes and he goes. He comes and goes.
Not every animal here is a hunter. Some are opportunists, scavengers
Yeah.
waiting.
Not gonna lie.
Not every
This
animal
fish-
here is a hunter.
I'm not gonna lie. This fish, this is autism, bro. This guy has autism. Not gonna cap to you. Most fish are, their eyeballs are over here. This guy's full on. I'm not gonna lie. No. This guy, and when I say, listen, he might have autism, but you know who else has autism? Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. What's the Facebook guy's name? You get the idea. This guy's smart, bro.
Some are opportunists,
No, you know who this guy looks like? Stephen Hawking. Deadass, bro.
scavengers waiting for the fall of food from above. A single whale carcass sinking to this depth becomes an oasis,
Are those
feeding entire
octopuses?
communities for decades.
Dude, I didn't know they were that deep. Oh, I love octopus.
And yet, even with submersibles, what we know of this zone is
Whoa.
fragmentary. For every species
That's scary,
documented,
bro.
scientists believe dozens remain unknown.
Oh, that's that fucking... Dude, that fish is
Each
stupid,
dive
bro.
into the midnight
I've seen this fish before. This fish doesn't even feel pain. So when it gets bit, it just keeps on swimming. Like, it doesn't even know what happened, bro. That's how fucking stupid it is, bro.
Each dive into the midnight zone uncovers creatures never before seen by science.
What? Oh,
Animals
what is
with
that?
glowing eyes, needle-like teeth, or bodies so fragile they disintegrate when brought to the surface.
What?
This is the Midnight Zone, a world where light is weapon, where invisibility is survival, where even reproduction follows rules beyond our imagination.
Is he dancing?
4 kilometers down, we leave the open waters and touch the bottom of the abyss. This is the Abyssal Plain, one of the largest habitats on Earth, covering more than half of the planet's surface. And yet, it is also one of the least understood. Here, there are no landmarks, no coral reefs, no kelp forests, no towering mountains. Only a vast desert of mud stretching for thousands of kilometers in every direction. Temperatures never rise above 4 degrees Celsius.
4.
Food is scarce.
What is that thing?
Survival
Oh my
here
God, it
demands
is-
strategies unlike anywhere else on Earth. One adaptation is size.
See, like, what are them things right there? What is the purpose of those long fucking things right there, bro?
Many animals of the abyss are giants compared to their shallow water relatives. Giant isopods,
Isopod?
the size of puppies, scuttle across the sediment.
Puppies?
Amphipods, normally tiny, can grow longer than a human hand. Even the colossal squid, among the largest invertebrates alive, is thought to prowl these
Why do they get bigger if there's a lack of everything? How does that make sense?
depths. Scientists call this phenomenon deep-sea gigantism,
Okay.
but why it occurs remains an open mystery.
Huh.
Some suggest it conserves energy. Others think it provides better defense against scarce predators. The
What?
truth is, we still don't know. Another oasis of life arrives when giants from above fall. A dead whale sinking to the abyssal plain becomes a rare jackpot. Within hours, scavengers gather. Sharks, hagfish, amphipods. Soon after,
Ew.
stranger creatures move in.
What?
Bone-eating worms called Osedax colonize the skeleton,
What?
feeding on oils locked inside the bones.
Dude, that's the strat though. If you're trying to survive down there, bro, don't be the type of person to eat the flesh and the whatever else. You gotta be the person to eat the bones, bro. Cause who wants the bones, bro? Shit's ass. You can't cook no goddamn bone. You ain't doing that. And guess what? It's 4 fucking degrees down. You ain't cooking shit, guy. Just eat the bones raw. Yeah, you'll survive for fucking years, bro. Guarantee it.
Entire ecosystems spring up on a single carcass, lasting decades, until all that
What?
remains is dust. Other animals here survive on less dramatic meals.
Dude, you fucking come across a goddamn carcass of a fucking whale. It's you and your goddamn gal pal or whatever. You're like, honey, we're good for 20 years. Let's just stay here. You goddamn 8 generations. Oh, man. Good thing this fucking whale landed here, guys. We'll be good for a while. Jesus, man.
The vampire squid, despite its terrifying name, is not a predator at all.
Ew.
It collects drifting particles of marine snow using long
Okay, but why you got them damn teeth in? Okay, dude.
filaments.
Okay, I don't want to see a fish.
Even in
see,
the
bro.
oxygen-starved depths, it thrives,
Jesus,
using
man.
a blood pigment with the highest oxygen affinity of any known cephalopod. In this desert of silt and silence, life is slow. Creatures grow slowly, reproduce
Oh, he's like
rarely,
riding a bicycle.
and live for centuries.
If you're that thing, you. Dude,
The
what is
Greenland
that?
shark, which can dwell at these depths, may
What?
live over 400 years, the
Oh.
longest lifespan of any vertebrate known.
Nuh-uh.
Time itself seems to move differently here. And yet, even the abyss is not empty.
Dude.
Each grain of sediment hides countless microbes, recycling nutrients, sustaining a hidden food web that we are only beginning to map. The abyssal plains remind us of Earth's scale. They cover more territory than all forests, grasslands, and deserts combined, yet remain largely unseen, unexplored, and unexplained. Beyond the abyssal plain lies an even deeper frontier, the trenches. Carved by tectonic forces, these are the scars of the Earth, places where one plate of the planet's crust slides beneath another, pulling the ocean floor down into unfathomable depths.
Fuck.
Here begins the Hadal Zone, named after
Hadal?
Hades, the underworld.
Oh, fuck.
It stretches from 6,000 meters all the way down to the deepest known point on Earth, nearly 11,000
Them tree
meters
roots?
below the surface.
Oh, that's probably lava.
To put that in perspective, if Mount Everest were dropped into the Mariana Trench, its peak would still be more than a mile underwater.
What?
Conditions here are almost beyond comprehension. Temperatures remain near freezing. Pressures can exceed 1,000 times what we experience at the surface. To a human body, it would be instantly fatal. And yet, life not only survives here, it thrives. Among the most
What?
astonishing creatures are the snailfish that inhabit the very bottom of trenches. Fragile, gelatinous, with thin, translucent skin, they look too delicate to exist in such a hostile world. Yet they are the deepest living vertebrates ever discovered, thriving where no other fish can. Their bodies lack rigid bones, and their cell structures are reinforced with unique molecules that keep proteins functioning under crushing pressure. Other inhabitants are smaller but no less
What the
extraordinary.
fuck is that?
Amphipods, shrimp-like crustaceans, swarm across the trench floor in huge numbers. Recent studies found plastic fibers inside their bodies, proof that even these most remote habitats are touched by human waste. It is a sobering reminder that the deep
What
is
the hell
not
was
as
that guy
isolated
doing?
as we once believed.
What the hell?
It is a sobering reminder that the deep is not as isolated as we once believed. At hydrothermal vents along trench walls, life takes an even stranger turn. Here, microbes feed not on sunlight or marine snow, but on chemicals spewing from the Earth's crust. Hydrogen sulfide, methane, even metals dissolved in superheated water. Entire communities of worms, clams, and crabs depend on these microscopic
Bro, they're just
pioneers.
chilling there.
It is a food web based on chemistry, not photosynthesis,
What?
showing us that life can exist in
It's a
conditions
photosynthesis
utterly
chemistry.
alien to the surface. These discoveries fuel a larger question. If life can adapt to such
It's
extremes
hairy.
here on Earth, could it not also exist on other worlds? Icy
Why is this-
moons like Europa and
that
Enceladus
was an
hide
egg.
oceans
Why?
beneath their frozen crusts, warmed not by sunlight, but by internal heat. To study the Hadal Zone
Dude,
is
there's
to
gotta be
glimpse the
life then. Like, if we can have life on Earth, like down here at these thermal vents, bro, then why wouldn't there be life on that other planet's thermal vents, bro? You know what I'm saying?
possibilities of extraterrestrial oceans. And yet, despite its importance, we know almost nothing about the trenches. Fewer people have visited the Mariana Trench than have stood on the surface of the moon. Each dive brings back creatures unknown to science, from translucent sea cucumbers drifting like parachutes to gelatinous blobs with no clear anatomy, to microbes whose metabolisms remain a mystery. For centuries, humans imagined the trenches as lifeless voids, silent graves beneath the sea. What we found instead is resilience, life that bends, reshapes, and reinvents itself to endure the most extreme pressures imaginable. For all we have seen, the deep sea remains a world of questions. More than 80% of the ocean is still unexplored. Each dive into the depths, each ROV expedition, brings back creatures never before imagined. Transparent fish, glowing worms, jellies that break every rule of biology. It is a world where discovery is not rare, but constant. Even among the animals we know, so much remains unsolved. Why do so many deep-sea creatures grow to enormous sizes?
The fuck?
The giant isopods, the colossal squid, the amphipods the length of a human hand. Why do others turn nearly invisible? Or cloak themselves in ultra-black skin that absorbs almost all light?
Okay, dude, what's with that fucking attitude, you little shit? Jesus, man.
The greatest mystery of all? Maybe bioluminescence. Nearly 3/4 of deep-sea life produces light, yet the reasons vary wildly. Hunting, hiding, mating, or simply surviving. We still cannot explain how many of these species evolved such complex chemical systems, or why some can glow in colors that no other animal can see. There are deeper puzzles still. For now, these are mysteries without explanation. Perhaps that is what makes them so powerful. They remind us that Earth still holds secrets.
Dang, I kind of want to watch that one too.
Secrets worth
this
protecting.
video's pretty much over. I'm not gonna lie. W video, man. If you watch this far, I don't know what you're doing. If you're watching this far, hurt my back. You know, if you're watching this far, you probably stick around for a while. Hurt my back yesterday. Oh man, dude, I was fucking hitting RDLs, bro, and I didn't grab the bar in the middle. It was off to the side, bro, and the right side was heavier. Fucking, dude, I fucking did something. I can't even walk normal, bro. But whatever. All right, that's it, bro. See ya.